Cape Coral police officer on paid leave tonight, charged with DUI after crashing her personal vehicle into a Cape Coral home. Officers are saying that Emily Zyvalowski was off duty when she veered off the road, and tonight there are questions about whether she may have been drunk. 4 in your corner's Deborah Souverain speaking to the owners of the home. She's live where it all went down. Deborah?
Patrick, this crash happened early Saturday morning, but the damage left behind is still visible. This garage door folded up like an accordion, and you can still see pieces of that officer's vehicle here just thrown around in the lawn. And I spoke to the homeowners, and they tell me they still don't know tonight whether or not their home will be safe to live in.
Lots of pieces of car, the downspout from our house.
Mangled pieces of a bumper in parts of her home, now in a pile of rubble.
I don't feel safe here anymore, so it's just like I'm afraid to take my dog out in the front yard and let her pee.
Barbara Platt and her husband Mike were asleep when this SUV rammed into her home along Nicholas Parkway early Saturday morning. According to the police report, the driver, off-duty Cape Coral police officer Emily Zyvalowski, was intoxicated.
It makes me wonder what speed she was doing and how she made the first curve, but couldn't make this curve.
The report shows the off-duty officer's blood alcohol level was more than 3 times the legal limit. Zyvalowski owns the SUV. Investigators think she lost control and veered into the garage, damaging 2 cars inside and causing major structural damage to the home. After the crash, Barbara says the officer could barely stand.
She was bent over when she got out of the car and came around to the back, and I asked her if she was okay, and she said no, and I said, you need to sit down.
The incident couldn't come at a worse time. Her husband is battling throat cancer, and this crash is making matters worse.
It really shook him up that Saturday. It was probably the worst day that we've had ever.
She tells me this isn't the first time dangerous driving has led to a crash on this portion of the road, and she's hoping changes will be made to protect the people living here and those passing by.
So lower the speed limit and put up guardrails. I think that would help. At least they would hit the guardrail instead of a person or house.
Now again, Officer Zyvalowski was off duty when this crash happened, and we're told that she's now on paid administrative leave until the end of this investigation, which is common practice in incidents like this. Reporting live in Cape Coral, Deborah Souverain, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you so much.